Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again on bicegator.com, the only channels that gives you all information you need in order to make very important and wise purchase online. So today we're going to review the Apple iPhone X Max. This is a phone, a piece of technology that makes a lot of buzz out there. So as usual, let us first go and see some images, and then we'll come back on the reviews, because that's the main things that interest us. We tend to give you all the necessary information that you need in order to make a wise purchase. And by looking at the reviews, in fact, you don't only have a commercial, but you have the feedback of somebody who actually bought the product, and that's why it's interesting. So as usual, please don't forget to like, to subscribe to our channel. It really helps out a lot. And also please don't forget to visit our website. All information will be posted in the product description. So as said, let us first look some images and we'll come back on this screen.
On any one specific smartphone. In fact, with the speed at which these phones are launched, it's
the funny thing here is that I don't know if you saw the title here. The iPhone X Max is great, but don't buy it. So I don't know why he said that, but we're going to come back after.
pretty much as much time as you can spend. I got this thing going on where I'll take my main SIM card, my main phone number, the phone number that everybody has, and I will put that SIM card into a device and use it exclusively as my daily driver, whether you like that terminology or not, for that entire period. And in this case, with the iPhone XS Max, it has been maybe even a little longer than usual, and I kind of felt the need to do that because switching over to iOS is a one-time deal. It's like once a year. So many devices to choose from in the Android space, and they're getting launched at various intervals, but in the iPhone world, you get new iOS devices once per year, so I put a little extra time on it to make sure that I really absorbed it as much as possible. So this is the XS Max in front of me. I thought might as well go for the bigger one since it's newer, I guess.
So thank you very much, guy. Let us switch to somebody else.
New iPhone XS and XS Max video, 1 of 2 for the day again. So yes, these are the newest phones. They're both the gold color, and they're both also the 512 gig, which means these are some pretty expensive phones, but this is just your look at the unboxing experience. And you'll notice the clever wallpaper to hide the notch. You know, as much as they want us to embrace that notch, that is a lot of work to cleverly hide it, Apple. I see you. Also, fun fact, there is a slightly different planet on each box. They're not identical. Anyway, let's not waste our time. Let's get right into the box, because it's actually not the same as iPhone unboxings from years in the past. You'll see that in a second. So at the top you get in there, and it's the paperwork again, designed by Apple in California. I sure hope so. And in the sleeve you get your Apple stickers, you get your SIM card ejector tool, and the quick start guide. This stuff is actually the same, so no need to pay any special attention to it. You can toss that to the side, and next up is, of course, the iPhone itself, and all its glass, stainless steel, and gold glory. It's looking pretty clean, but we'll get to that in a second too. Underneath the iPhone is the charging brick, and under here too is...
Right, so now that you have an idea to what it looks like, let us switch back to the reviews, the main thing that we're interested on. So let me just go. The first thing I will say here is that I'm a kind of puzzled concerning the number of answers, right? So there are only 32 customer reviews. That's, for me, is not that much. I don't know if it means that people don't buy it through Amazon. Generally, because people buy it through their providers. So, but let us dig into the different to the details. Let me just switch back here. Generally, we see that almost 73% of people have a very good opinion. So it's a 5-star review, and only 20%. So this is kind of, I don't know. No, yeah, that's really interesting. You see, it's a product that people like or dislike. You see, whether people like it or they dislike it. So there is not really, if it looks like you buy it because you really like it, and I suppose that people who bought it then after didn't like it either. So it's kind of strange. Let us go into the details here and kind of read some of the people who loved it. So you click on that. Right, so now what do we see here? Unlock great product, Georgios Terotas. So he was really happy. Stewart Batman. Okay, the smartphone of my dream, as my wife said. Okay, her wife. Oh, that's a very interesting way to appreciate what you bought. Dawson says that he's happy with his purchase, even though he ordered from a seller with a slow shipping. It's fully iCloud unlocked and well packaged. Okay, so that's for him. It's interesting. 100% as described. That was it did said. Let us look back here. Wonderbyte, very good iPhone, amazing OLED screen, just what I expected. So okay, they are very satisfied people. Now let us switch back to the other 20% of people who didn't like it. I think we're gonna have some surprises. Okay, iPhone was not as described, not new. Wow, that's a bomb. iPhone was not new, package was not sealed. Lovely phone, works perfectly. Only reason I'm giving is one side because it's not unlocked like it said it should be. So okay, then what other people say? Screen freezing problem. I returned back to Apple, which replaced with brown new one, which still okay. Garbage. This phone is overpriced. Garbage. Okay, that's Matt. He didn't like that. Okay, slower and less reliable than 6 and 7. So it looks like people are very everybody has his opinion very marked. It's like you like it or you dislike. It will be interesting to know if among those 20% of people who didn't like it, they were already having an Apple phone somewhere. So I will say, right, so if you like Apple product, it is definitely a good thing. But if not, I will not recommend it. I will not recommend it to you, because it sounds like it's a product that is much more designed for people who already like Apple. I'm afraid that if you're not an Apple guy or lady, you will fall on these 20% of people here. So as usual, you'll find the link to this page on the product on the video description. And again, thank you very much, and please don't forget to subscribe for other videos.